Happy New Day. Great day to be live. Joyous, peace, happiness, greatness, excitement. Decide, act, feel it, gratitude, trust. Select it, project it, expect it, collect it. Faith is knowing the universal laws. I am Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. And today is May the 21st, 2020. This is a great day to be live. Thursday. And I am so grateful that you have joined my live today. Ashe to the all. Source energy. Ashe to the universe. Ashe to Mother Earth. Ashe to Mother. The wind, the fire, the air, ether. Ashe. Daughter Earth. Ashe. Ashe to the moon. Ashe to the sun. Ashe to the 7 African Orishas. When you get quiet, you can hear even more. Ashe to our ancestors. Ashe to the archangels. Ashe to all those that incarnated here in this earth with us on this journey. Within you lies all the answers. Within you lies everything that you are. Within you. I am Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. It is great to be live. Ashe to the tribes. To the tribe. Again, tell someone to join our live. Let them know that I am on, and it is going to be a continuous great one about the power of the mind. Who is controlling your thinking? Who is controlling your thinking? What is controlling your thinking? And why are you allowing them to control your thinking? For you are a creator. And so that is what we will continue to share about today. It is a great day. Even though it's been raining for 2 days now? We've been had rain. Yemiya is Mother Water, so the goddess of the rain. Abatala is the air god, so we say Ashe to Abatala. Baba Baye is the god of the illness and viruses and stuff that going through, is known by Lazarus in the Bible that they talk about, the one that laid at the gate and the dogs licked the sores. So that is one Orisha that I just learned about, the energy that I just learned about. And it says that he is an energy that you can call on to help clear the germ out of the air, to purify the air. So Ashe to segment Isis, Ra, all the energies. Ashe, Ashe. Ashe to you, and Ashe to me. It's going to be another great one. I feel it. I know it. I expect it. I receive it. Again, as a man thinketh, so is he. I'm going to start off by saying that the mind is very powerful. And the game, the rule of the game is who controls the mind wins the game. And so the game has been going on for over ages. And so now that the masses are aware that this has been a game for over thousands and thousands of years, ages, and now the opponent that has been on the opposite team wants to keep the other team asleep because they are becoming aware and they're beginning to lose on the opposite side of the pole. And so they want the opposite, they want the positive side to remain asleep and not wake up and know that this has been a game been going on for ages. And now the the positive team is now waking up to realize that they've been willfully playing a game and not knowing it and being aware of it. And so now you are awake to know that you have been playing a game. And you have been in this game from the time you incarnated into this planet. And now you are aware that you're in this game. And so we're going to talk about the universal laws again today as we continue to share. We also are sharing about the law of polarity again, which very, very important because everything has poles. Everything has an opposite. Like there's light and there's darkness. But when you turn on the light, darkness is still there. You can't see it. But there's light and darkness, day and night. For example, polarity, there's an opposite. I have a right ear and then I have a left ear. I have a right eye and I have a left eye. Upper lip, bottom lip. Right nostril, left nostril. I'm showing you the law of polarity on your body. Right arm, left arm. Everything has, and according to the law of universal law of polarity, there is an opposite. I have a right leg and a left leg. I have a right foot and a left foot. So there are pairs. There are two poles, the front and the back. You see the universal laws operating in our life according to the law of polarity. So where we have good, we'll say positive and negative. We've been taught good and bad, but positive and negative. So you see the operation of the universal laws. According to the universal laws, for us, a lot of us before the awakening, when we were in the amnesia state of mind, in the unaware state of mind, the laws was operating in our life because we were performing at a certain rhythm, because there is a universal law of rhythm. We was performing at a certain rhythm to where we did not know that we were performing at a certain rhythm. We were in this game, and so within this game, we were programmed to carry out certain things in a certain way so that the opposite or the opponent team could keep us in a low frequency, a low vibration state, a low frequency state of mind. And so when you're in a low frequency state of mind, when you're in a low frequency period, your body, when you give off low frequency, this is where all types of ailments all types of ailments and things. Happy New Day. All types of ailments and things go through your body. A lot of people deal with a lot of sickness, and that is low frequency. And so when you are in your state of mind on a low frequency because you were not awakened, you will see that a lot of people deal with a lot of sickness. Blood pressure, things we do with blood pressure. People deal with heart problems, kidney problems, diabetes, a lot of arthritis, a lot of different ailments and things that are all low vibration. And so when you were in the amnesia state of mind, you were giving off low frequency. And so with low frequency, your vibration was low. And so with your vibration being low, you drew in negative energy. And with the negative energy coming in from the universe, it affects your organs and all of this because you were not aware. And so the other team knew that you were not aware of what was happening with you. So therefore, you were actually playing on the opposite team. You were not actually on your team. So you were on the opposite team, which means that on the opposite team, you were being used as to play against your own team because you were not aware. So when you were not going through the awakening state of mind, you were on the opposite team and you were helping the other team win because you were performing, you were thinking, you were creating things for them, you were manifesting for this energy, you were sending all these low vibration frequencies out through the planet. And so therefore the opposite team was actually winning. It was winning. I mean, because you were performing, you were brainwashed, you were programmed, you were moving around like a robot because your thoughts were being controlled. Who was controlling your thoughts? Your thoughts were being controlled for you. You were shown what you were to think about. You were being programmed what to say. You were being programmed what to read. You were being programmed what to eat. So everything that you were being programmed to do was for the opposite team. That was before the awakening. Now that we're going through the ascension, the spiritual awakening, you are aware. Hey, I am aware of my negative thinking. I'm aware that I don't like the way my life's been. I'm aware. How did I even get here? I'm aware. How did I get myself in this situation? I'm aware. So now that you are aware and understanding on this spiritual path of awakening, you are aware that you didn't like how you were. And so you begin to, doing this spiritual awakening, you're now returning into knowing who you really are. That you are creator in human form. And so I know on yesterday I was talking about a scripture, John chapter 1. Let's see if I still have it. John chapter 1. So I want people to know I do still have my Bible. It's not that I throw away the Bible. You don't throw the bowl out the baby. And I still have my Bible. And there's word. Remember, words are power. So words are energy. And so what I was saying, which I couldn't remember actually quite to quote the scripture right offhand, but I knew I wanted to bring it today because I wanted y'all to show that I still read the Bible. And there's a reason for that. Okay. The word. Remember I talked about the word. I shared about the word and the word world. Okay. One letter different. L. In the beginning, that's John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. I wanted to share that. And then we went over to Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So in the beginning was the Word. So, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So the earth is what we've been trained to believe, or taught to believe, the world, right? The earth is the world. Then we learned that the kingdom of heaven is within you. So if the kingdom of heaven is within me, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Right? So now you actually seeing you in your returning to your God state, because this is what this is. We have been programmed to see something else, like something, for example, you see a whole nother individual. You don't see that this individual who wrote this scripture, or wrote these words, was actually giving the light codes that the individual was given. So this individual that wrote these words was receiving light codes during their awakening, and so they shared it. They tried to give us a description of what they could say was God. And so with you going through the awakening, really beginning to understand, hey, I'm connecting the dots. So the description in Genesis and the description in John 1:1 is actually you, or us. Because in the beginning, didn't it say in there that man was created from the dust of the earth? If man is created from the dust of the earth, wouldn't that make man earth? From my reading, it says that earth is matter, and that we are matter. I know they talked about CERN. It says CERN is trying to do something with dark matter. Well, that is having to do with our DNA. Because the DNA contains all our records. Our past, our present, and our future. So what is happening with this in this game is that those that are on this side of the pole is trying to figure out, trying to decode what this side of the pole has. Who is trying to crack the code to see what this team is made out of, so that they can take what this team is made out of and remain here and not give up, because they don't want to lose. You got that? They don't want to lose. The other team that have been in control doesn't want to lose, so therefore they're trying to send out make all types of moves in this game to keep you asleep. So, for example, some of the things that this team is doing right now is that they've been poisoning in the Matrix now. Because this is a game, this is an illusion. So we could, if I don't want to say we're not playing football, I can say, well, I know a lot of you can relate to football, so that's why I'm using the game as football. Some of you can relate to soccer, or some of you can relate to chess. So these are perfect examples of a game, and there are so many pieces on the board and so many players in the game. That's why I'm using these examples of the certain games that's being played. So on this team, this opponent team over here, remember I said it was the Patriots. And on this side of the team, I said this was the Panthers. And so the Panthers and the Patriots. And I remember we was talking about that, Morpheus talked about the red and the blue pill. And then we have the law of polarity, the red and the blue. And so where do you see the red and the blue in this earth right now? What do you see the red and the blue? Pay attention, y'all. What colors are the American flag? What colors are in the American flag? Isn't it the red and the blue? If you actually, what color is the Statue of Liberty? If you really take the time and just step back and look, where does red and blue appear? Because red and blue doesn't just appear by accident. That has to do with a lot of magic that is going on in this realm. Red and blue has a lot to do with magic. You got that? A lot of red and blue have to do with a lot of magic and energy. And so when you awake and understand the universal laws, your eyes are open to where you can see that where are the universal laws being used, and who has been using the universal laws against you, how you've been using the universal laws against yourself. So while on this spiritual path journey, on your journey of your ascension, your awakening, you now begin to see, okay, I'm going all the way back to, I'm going all the way up to, let's talk about the description of how the Bible has been used in that area in religion. For example, let's say God and the devil. So, universal law, the law of polarity, God and the devil. From what we've been taught, God and the devil, God and the devil, good and the bad, positive and negative. Those are the universal law, which is the law of polarity. So you've been in there. You can see you've been taught the universal law is the law of polarity is operating. Let's see it in the Bible. We've been taught that God is the good. We've been taught that the devil is bad. So those are two poles. And so we've been taught in the Bible, and been taught in the Bible what is good. We've been taught in the Bible what is bad. And so if it's not in the Bible, then it's bad. So this is basically how the opponent team been using us. And so, for example, I know for a fact, if God didn't say it according to what I was taught when I was in the church, then it was of the devil. And so I'm not saying that to say it in a bad way. I'm saying this to show you how the universal laws are actually been operating in your life, and who has been controlling your thoughts, who has been in control of your mind, and who has taken away your free will. And so I know that I'm not talking about anybody minister, but I'm going to give you an example of what I've heard a minister has said. So you guys need to pay attention. I know that there's one minister, and he comes on TV, and he was young, and his name is Osteen. And I'm not talking bad about nobody minister. I just want to give you an example. And he asked everybody to hold up their Bible, right? And he said, "This is my Bible. This is my Bible." And it says, I can have what it says, what's in this Bible. I can do what it says in this Bible. And I don't know exactly the words, but he said, I can have what this Bible says I can have. Okay? And that kept ringing in my ears. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? And I wanted, I'm like, what's wrong with him saying that this is your Bible? I can have what it says. I can do what it says I can do. Okay. Remember, in this Bible, the Bible contains, according to what we've been taught, there are curses in here. There are curses in the Bible. In the Old Testament, it lists a whole lot of curses. So, when we hold it up, it says you have courage. I'm not sure if anybody's been aware that when you hold it up and you say you can have what it says you can have and you can do what it says you can do, well, the part that says that you can have, there are a lot of curses in here. Yeah, there. I'm trying to Deuteronomy 28. There's a lot of curses in there. So who's controlling your thoughts? Who's telling you what to think? Who's telling you what to say? Because your words are powerful, and they manifest into reality. So really, for a lot of us that have not gone through the awakening and before the awakening, we've been using our own words to cause us to be cursed, be in a low vibration, because those that have been teaching us what they thought they were teaching us correctly have been keeping us in a low vibration state of mind. Happy New Day. And so with this awakening, and this is what I was actually asking, what's wrong with that? I didn't see anything wrong with what the minister actually was saying. But then, I'm not against anyone. I never come against anyone. That's not my thing. I'm here. I'm a love, free will. But I just wanted to show you about who's controlling your mind. This is the power of the mind. Who's controlling your thoughts? Do you have free will? And if you did, are you aware of your free will? And so remember, this is a game. Which team do you realize who are the players on the team? Is it? That's what I'm saying. There's two teams. And who are on which team the people are on before the awakening? Which team are you on? Yeah. Happy New Day. Whose team? I mean, for some ministers that are still asleep and they are not aware of the spiritual awakening, are some of them incarnated into this planet just to be on the opponent team to keep you in a low vibration state of mind. But because you have been asleep, you have not been aware of it. And I tell you that I know for a fact that if you say some things about somebody minister, they be ready to fight. You talk about my preaching, you about to go down. Look at that energy coming from people that say, you say something bad about their past, they about to whoop you know what. And and I'm telling you, I know this for a fact. But I'm saying, when we are asleep, we're not aware of what is actually happening to us. And when we begin to go through this spiritual awakening, this is when we begin to start questioning. Like, okay, well, for me, for some of us, a lot of us don't even read. We just take we put all this trust in folks. We put all this, like, okay, the pastor preacher said it, then it must be right. And so I'm sharing with you who's controlling your thoughts, because your thoughts create your own reality. You are a creator. You are a deliberate creator. And with you being a deliberate creator, you create your own reality. You have created your reality in the past. You have created your reality right now. And you are creating your reality for the future. And so when you're reading, that's why I tell you that when we read certain material, when we read anything, we're reading people's thoughts. And the more attention that we give to what we read, we are paying them, we are giving them our energy. Whether they are in the physical form in front of us, or we're reading their book. So whoever wrote this book, how many authors in this book, or how many different translations of this book people have translated in so many ways. Try to say they can read it and translate it to read it better, and translate it for somebody to understand it this way, and translate it for somebody, and they put all their thoughts in there. Guess what? You are paying attention to it, so therefore you are giving them your energy. you're paying attention. So who's controlling your thoughts? Who are in control of your mind? Because thoughts become things and things become a reality. And so what's in this Bible, because so many people have read it and have paid attention to it, people's thoughts, so their thoughts of what people put in here has become a reality. So that's the game. That's what's the whole entire purpose of putting one of these books in everybody's home, in everybody's life, so that whatever thoughts, whatever they wrote in this book can manifest itself into the physical. And so what's happening is that everything that the authors wrote in this book is manifesting into this realm. Who's controlling your thoughts? And so as you go through this spiritual awakening, you become aware that what you were created to see something on the outside. You were created and taught and programmed to believe in something other than who you really are. I didn't know I was going that way, but that's the way the energy is taking me to who's controlling your thoughts. The power of the mind. The power of the mind. This is my book. I can have what it says. I can do what it says. I believe what it says. Do y'all? Half of you don't even know what it says in here. I'm just gonna go for example. I can use this book because I was in this area. Let's see. Let me find Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Okay. Okay, let's see. There's a section in here that says blessing. And that is Deuteronomy 28. But I want to read the section which says punishment for disobedience. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which is another word for laws, because we're talking about the universal law, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall thou be thy basket, which is your bank account and stuff, and thy store, your wallet. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, sickness, and the fruit of the land. Famine, shortage of food. I'm telling y'all. And increase of thy kin, your flocks and stuff, and sheep. Cursed shall be when thou cometh in, cursed shall be when thou goeth out. And the Lord shall send upon thee curse and vexation and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand to do. For until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness of thy doing. See here? We take words very lightly. But words are very powerful. Words are energy. My words create. If I speak something, it creates, it manifests, because I am aware that I am a creator. So I am creating my reality. So I am a divine one. This is where the affirmations and the mantras come in creating your reality, because we have been on the opponent team, and on the opponent team, they've been had some of the strong weapons that they've been using to keep us in the amnesia state of mind of not being aware that we actually were the creators. Instead of us being the creators, we were actually being something else, like we were being the water boy. We've been the water boy. That's a good example. We've been the water boy. You know the water boy on that movie, The Water Boy? The water boy actually started out being like the one that they picked on. They picked at him. They bullied him. His mama even didn't have enough, where she was actually mama was the protector. That's a powerful one. Because that represents the divine feminine energy. Mama was looked at as the protector. And so because we were in the amnesia state of mind, we were not aware that we were only on the opponent team. Now that the awakening is happening, we are aware that we are now on the winning team, which means that our thoughts create our reality, and that the words that we speak are very powerful, but they create also our reality. We are aware of it now. And so with you becoming aware that you create whatever you want to create, you are aware that the universal laws are operating in your life. But before that, you were not aware that the universal laws were operating in your life. You were on the other team without other team was teaching you that not to love yourself, eat whatever you want to eat, not take care of your body. There are a lot of things, low vibration things on the other team were using against you to keep you in that low state of mind, so you were on that team. And so now that you are going through the awakening, you're starting to realize that I am a creator. Everything I touch is a success. You see that? I'm worthy of the best. I am wealthy. I'm healthy. I am a millionaire. I can have what I want. I can manifest what I want. I walk in prosperity. I am grateful. I am open and ready. I give gratitude every day. I give gratitude to the trees. I give gratitude to the water. I give gratitude to the wind. I give gratitude to the earth. I give gratitude to my body. I give gratitude for my eyes. I give gratitude for my mouth. I give gratitude for my breath in my body. I give gratitude for my legs. I give gratitude for my arms. I give gratitude for my tongue, my ears. I give gratitude for this heart that beats. I give gratitude for the liver that that gets all the toxins and things out of my body. I give gratitude for my kidneys that releases all the things out of my body. I give gratitude for my intestines that get the waste out of me. I give gratitude. You just keep going. I give gratitude. This is how you switch teams now. You ain't on that team over there that was using you when you were in an amnesia state of mind. Now you on the winning team, which is the Panthers team. And on that team, you are aware of all the power that you have. So therefore, you are aware that the words that you speak are life. And the words that you speak give power. And the words that you speak create your reality. So you are aware. So you begin to use your weapons that you have, that has been given to you, knowing that the word that in the beginning was the word. So therefore you own the winning team, which is the Panthers. So you begin to speak the word, which is the power. I am worthy to receive. There is no lack in my life. I'm worthy to have. I'm supposed to have the best. I'm supposed to have prosperity. I'm supposed to have money. I'm supposed to have the best car. I'm supposed to live in the best house. I am worthy of receipt. See, that's where you are on the winning team. Your thoughts create your reality. Powerful. I have everything I need according to the universal laws. On the other team, you were not aware that the universal laws operated in your life. But they were operating, but they were not operating in a positive way, but they were operating in a negative way. Powerful. Woo! I'm glad this is being recorded so I can go back and listen to myself, child. This is very powerful. Woo! So, the power of the mind. So you gotta see, we have to look, because we're going through this awakening, a spiritual awakening, and because we think that religion is a I'm not saying good or bad. We are not aware of how what is being used to keep you on the opponent team in a low vibration state of mind. So in this, you have to be aware what is in here, because this is the book, right? There's two poles in here. This is the universal law of polarity. You got, if we talk about God and the devil, you see the universe, you see the law of polarity in here, right? You see the law of cause and effect in here, right? You see as above and so below in here. You see as within, as without. You see it all in here. You see the universal laws operating in here. But the thing is that we were not ever told about the universal laws before the awakening. I'm sharing with you the power. I am a powerful money magnet. Hey! I'm a powerful money magnet, which means money is energy. Money is energy. And see, on the other team, we were programmed to believe that money was paper. See, this is what being in a low state of vibration, in the low state of mind, to where they kept us at, to make us believe that the paper money that we have in our hand with the dead presidents on, trying to get to something. So I pointed out, and I want to show also, do I have something? I know I got something in here. Okay. So I'm going to say the paper money. So as above, so below. Energy, money is energy. So that's as above. So here's as below. Paper money. So we're being programmed to believe that the paper money is actually money. But you give energy to it to make it be what you want it to be. Because your thoughts create your reality. Do you see something on here? Is this individual alive or is this individual dead? Energy is not dead. So energy never dies. Energy is always is. So this is dead. So it doesn't really have any energy until you give it energy. Is my point being made clear for you to understand how your thoughts manifest things into your reality? How your thoughts create your reality? So we can spend all our many years on this earth working and still not have enough of this. Right? And still not have enough of this. But your thoughts create your reality. And you manifest knowing what it is that you want. And understanding the law of attraction is for you to understand that you are already in the state of mind. You already released the emotion for what you have before it actually manifests itself in your life. And so the first thing in understanding the 5 simple steps of the law of attraction is, number 1, is to decide what you want. What is it that you want to manifest in your life? Because on the other team, you were working. You were working to get it. You were working. You were working every day. You were working. You was on a 5-day or 7-day job working, and say, I'm gonna save this money for this and save this money for that, and then I'll put this bank account, this $100 bill up for this. Every week I'm gonna put $100 bill up for that. And then at the end, when you save enough money to get there, you're gonna say, look at God. No, you did it. You worked for that. Okay. Let me go on. Let me go on with this. Okay. Okay. So I'm showing you how to use the universal laws in your life. And right now we're continuing to sharing about the power of the mind. Who is controlling your thoughts? Who has power over your mind? Who controlling your thinking? And so I can have joy